Hey everyone, welcome back to bageltcg. Today we're going to be doing a Blitz tier list for Tales of Aria. Just want to say at the beginning, this is a speculative tier list, just like the last one. Haven't played any Tales of Aria Blitz yet. The format's, I guess it is technically legal now. I think today is the day after release day, so it is legal as of today, but I haven't played any yet. It's kind of speculative, thinking a lot about the new ice cards, how they're going to affect the meta, and how the paces of the meta is going to be, right? So I did a Classic Constructed video before. Classic Constructed is my preferred format, but Blitz is also a fun format. I mean, that's kind of the point, right? Blitz is the fun format. So today we're just going to be looking at how the heroes are. So I think the important thing is, and what I want to start off with, is that DUSKBLADE, although it was banned in the Classic Constructed, it is only on the watch list for Blitz at the time that I'm recording this video. So I actually think that the Runeblade heroes are all going to be A tier, right? They have pretty decent game already, and I think they would all be, I think without DUSKBLADE being legal, it would be something like this for the tier list. But I think with DUSKBLADE being legal in Blitz still, I'm going to just put them all in A tier. DUSKBLADE makes it kind of free in a sense, like it's a kind of free wins in a sense against control decks. So against like your Iras, for example, that want to go long, it's pretty powerful. So I think there's a reason they banned that weapon in Classic Constructed before it was even legal, and I think it'll still be quite a powerful weapon in Blitz. So I'm just gonna start off putting these heroes in A. The DUSKBLADE heroes are gonna be pretty good. On that same note, I think Oldhim, even though I put him in, I think A tier in my Classic Constructed video, I just think control in general is weaker in Blitz. You only have 20 life. You can't. It's hard to be a control deck when you're just twice as easy to kill, right? So there's a reason why Kano is much better in Blitz than he is in Classic Constructed. It's just a lot easier for aggressive decks to deal 20 damage than it is for them to deal 40 damage, right? So in the same vein, control decks, I think Oldhim will be a bit weaker in Blitz than he is in CC. I think Lexi will also be maybe not S tier like I put her. I think she'll be maybe A tier in Blitz. I think she'll still be a powerful hero. I think she'll just be a bit more slanted aggressively. I think Blitz is kind of a more equaled out A tier format. I think the only heroes I would consider putting in S tier is I think Aria stays S tier still, and I think Kano stays S tier. The reason Chain I used to say is S tier, I do think the Seeds ban hurt him a little, so I think he's going to be an A tier with the other Runeblades now. I think the S tier is probably just Aria and Kano now. I would have put Chain in there before, like I said. So I think the S tier is going to be Aria, who, I think Ice in general is a bit weaker in Blitz. Like I said, control decks are a bit weaker in Blitz, so even though Ninja does get hurt by the ice decks, and I do think Aria will have a bad matchup into the ice decks possibly, I think she'll still be, kind of king of the format in a lot of ways. And Kano also gets hurt by the ice decks, and I think especially the equipment Heart of Ice is pretty hard for Kano to get around. He can respond to the activation and try to go off, but it gives him a bit of a limited window, and it even has Arcane Barrier, so it's a really good equipment for the Ice heroes. But I think Kano is still powerful, and he's still pretty easily able to deal 20 damage in the format. After that, I think I would put Bravo in A tier as well. I think Bravo is kind of a hero that's always going to be A tier in just every format, unless a lot changes. He's just a really powerful hero. I think Dorinthia is probably A tier as well. Same kind of vein, like she's always going to be A or B tier, and she can be a bit more aggressive in Blitz, and her, when you have what we call the fridge, like a very powerful equipment that block out quite well, it's even more powerful in Blitz when you have less health, right? So let's say you have equipment that can block in total 10 damage. That 10 damage goes a lot longer way when you only have 20 life than when you have 40 life. So having powerful equipment like Warrior does gives them a little extra game, especially for Dorinthia in Blitz. She was my first Blitz hero, and I still think she's quite strong. I'm going to put Katsu, kind of these heroes in C. A lot of these are classic constructed heroes that are just not exactly built for Blitz, right? So these heroes are all like quite good in classic constructed, but a lot of them are made for longer game. Maybe Bolton's actually B tier, but a lot of these like Aura Prism or Control Dash, like I said, Control decks just aren't as strong. And Katsu is kind of just shown up by Aria really in this format. So these decks just aren't able to transition into a faster format like Blitz quite as well. And they can't do big combos that can deal 20 damage, like, which is an important thing in Blitz. You know, Kano can deal big 20 damage combos. You know, Chain can do that sometimes. Some of these Runeblade heroes can. Bravo can threaten 10 damage swings that take out half your life. So being able to put on high damage pressure is pretty important in Blitz. And these heroes just are more chip damage, which isn't going to do as much in a faster format. I think Azalea and Levia are still kind of the don't play this hero. They're just not super solved. I'm welcome to be wrong about these. I think Levia hasn't been completely solved yet, and I don't think we know exactly what the new Ranger cards are going to do to Azalea. So I think I'm just going to put these in don't play this hero. I think Cabden and Datadol go in this, this bracket as well. 3 intellect is pretty awful, and he just plays generic cards. I think same with Shiana. Even though she's fun, she's not really solved at all. Like, we don't know what a Shiana deck should even look like. I don't know if I've ever seen one posted on the Flesh and Blood official deck list leaderboard. So don't think we really know exactly what a Shiana deck should look like. I'm not sure. I've never seen like a peak Shiana deck. I've never seen a Shiana deck take down a Blitz skirmish, for example. So when I put a hero in this D category, it's really because we don't know what a good deck for that looks like, or what a deck in that tier is gonna, how it would take down a Blitz skirmish, for example. I think the Blitz skirmish season is starting back up in December or January, so I guess we'll kind of see that then what everything looks like. For now, Blitzes are gonna mostly be for armories, because a lot of the big events are either a limited format of Tales of Aria or classic constructed right now. So Blitz is not going to be as popular for the next few months outside of armories, so this is especially speculative for a while. I do think these heroes are kind of B tier maybe. They can all do kind of interesting things. I don't think they're solved quite either. I think Kasai has really powerful armor, like how I said for Dorinthia. I think she can put on really good pressure. I think this dude, what's his name, KO or something, the Berserker who can double his attack, he can just like win games sometimes. He can swing for like 20 on turn 1 if he gets good rolls. So that's why he's just in B tier, because like he can never be completely awful, because you can always just get lucky and win on turn 1 or 2. So if you like playing really RNG heroes, try the Berserker runt out. He's pretty fun. And then Benji he's pretty solid actually. Like, Benji decks are kind of fun, and they can have some game against heroes that aren't able to effectively block them, that have kind of weaker armor. So maybe like he's a good matchup into Kano, for example. So this is the Blitz format right now. I think it's pretty unsolved. I think people aren't going to be even looking to solve it for a while. I think people are going to be focusing on classic constructed for a bit, and Blitz will be on the wayside. But I'm excited to see what you all think, what you think Tales of Aria is going to do to impact the Blitz format. I think it'll be interesting to see how DUSKBLADE plays out. Once again, DUSKBLADE is legal in Blitz only, so it'll impact this format. I know they said they put it only on the watch list in Blitz because they think it'll be less powerful since you have less turns to tick it up, in a faster format, which is true, right? Like, DUSKBLADE, they said, could get to 10 power quite easily in Classic Constructed, but you just don't have that many turns in Blitz, but you still can get it up pretty high. The first swing is 3, the second swing is 4. A 1-for-4 weapon is already kind of overrated, right? Like, Dawnblade is a 1-for-3, and that's already considered a really powerful weapon. Anathos is 3 cost to swing for 4, possibly 6, right? So on the third swing, only on your third turn as a Dawnblade, or a DUSKBLADE hero, you're swinging for just high over rate already. So I'm excited to see how Duskblade plays the format. I think I'll probably pick up one of the Runeblades, probably either Briar or Viserai, I'm not sure, and see how Duskblade feels on them. I'm not really interested in Chain. I didn't play Chain before. He doesn't fit my playstyle really, but I think I will pick up Viserai or Briar, see how Duskblade works on them, see how I like it in Blitz, and try that out in Blitz, because I think Duskblade is just a cool weapon that I want to play with, and this is the only format I can play with it legally. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know who you're going to be playing in the new formats, either Classic Constructed or Blitz, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.